Hey, good morning everybody. It is day 14 on the Appalachian Trail, and I just got dropped off by my nice shuttle driver, Bobby the Greek. Really cool guy. Enjoyed talking with him on the ride back up. Especially enjoyed talking with him when he came to get me the other night, kind of late, so kind of on short notice. So definitely enjoyed my 00 in town. Like I said, I think I may have said yesterday, I was feeling a little guilty about taking a 00 so early on. I had not planned to do that, but it actually, I think, is working out well as I head into the Smokies towards the end of the week. Basically, I've got 60 miles in 7 days to cover. I got 7 days to cover 60 miles before I'll start the Smokies in order to hit that good weather window. I don't know if that's slowing down too much, but I just really like the idea of an entire clear week of weather to get through the Smokies. So I planned on hiking through, the 5 or 6 days straight without stopping, but I did hear from a friend last night that it's going to be starting the trail here soon. But she is, I think, staying with her parents close to Gatlinburg, and actually offered to come and get me a Newfound Gap if I wanted to, take a stop in the middle. So I'm going to consider that as well. Thanks to her name is Star. I feel like we're good friends, even though we've only been face to face for probably like 90 seconds. I met her on the Foothills Trail doing my shakedown hike when she was also doing her shakedown hike. But we were going in opposite directions. So just one little 2-minute conversation turned into, here we're friends trying to help each other, weeks later. So that's the hiking community. It's just kind of the way it is. So cool. Yeah, feeling so much better. Got 3 great nights of sleep after not really getting a full night's sleep for a couple of weeks. So helpful. Got a lot of good food in my belly. Country Kitchen, oh my gosh. Country Kitchen in Franklin. Highly recommend. Just good old school breakfast. Like, I crave salty meat so much coming off trail. So they had fried bologna, like thick pieces. It was so good. They had like the real sausage, like that you pat out, not like just the pre-made patties. Like it was really old school, so good. So Country Kitchen with a K. I've always found that if it feels like there's a Country Kitchen in almost every town, and if it's not spelled like normal, usually that means it's going to be pretty good. So, well, maybe the exception. Maybe the exception is I did go to one time that was spelled Cuntry, and it didn't stay in business for long for some reason. I don't know why, but anyway. Oh my gosh. So anyway, got some food in me. Had another good burger place I ate at yesterday. Really good burger. I can't remember the name of it, but I saw Garden Gnome and Runaway there. So good to see them again. They're very cool. And then, so anyway, I'm a little behind everybody else, but I mean, I'm solo hiking, so can't think too much about that. Got to see Em and Hot Moose the last couple of days, so that was good to kind of see them in case I don't see them again. So you just never know. Like I said, we agreed to see each other later on, so that makes it easier. Hey, how's it going, man? Good, pretty good. Thank you. Appreciate it. So knowing that I'm going to see, them again somewhere after the trail makes it a lot easier to part, because we got along so well. Like, we had a good time. So anyway. Might see Summit on trail today. I think I heard another trailhead that I'm headed towards now that we shuttled by. And, may see Nevermore again. She has my selfie stick, which is hers now, hopefully, if she wants it, or somebody. So, like I said, everything's going good. No plan today. Kind of watching the weather. It looks like rain for the next, basically all week it's going to rain. But today, and this is Saturday, today and tomorrow for sure look like really good hiking days. And then Mondays may be questionable. So one forecast for rain and another forecast where it look like maybe not rain until late Monday. So like I said, I'll probably try to get, a decent amount of mileage in for these couple of days. So from there on, we'll see how it goes. I'm all caught up on my videos, which is cool. Took a long time to upload some of them. That was really one of the main reasons I had to stay an extra day, because literally a couple of my long videos took like 8 hours to upload. The Wi-Fi was not really great there, so So anyway, my next stops will probably be, maybe Monday night, Tuesday night. Probably, the hostel. Bobby mentioned there's a hike in somewhere close to Fontana that he thought was a good place to stop. So probably won't be any real town stops unless, basically Fontana, and maybe somewhere in between. Like I said, just kind of watching the weather, trying to make those tough decisions. I mean, I've got a date I kind of want to get to Katahdin, but it's not like a drop dead date for me. So I do have that benefit. And like I said, I want to go through the Smokies with good weather. That's such an integral part of the trail. And like I said, just to be able to see everything and enjoy it, like, if I'm out there that many days in a row and carrying everything, like not having to deal with rain and just being able to see the great views will be awesome. The views are pretty good here today too. I don't know if you can see. I'm back at Rock Gap. So anyway, like I said, not really at the mileage I want to be, but I do have a 20-mile day under my belt. So, which the guy at the outfitter thought was probably too much for me this soon. But I did take, a couple days off afterwards. I told him, I said, look, I did the extra 5 or 6 that day, more or less to earn an extra day off. So I feel like that's a good trade-off. So anyway, I'll get back with you guys down the trail here shortly. Absolutely gorgeous day for hiking today. Feeling so good and refreshed. Walking along some ridges. A little windy and cold, but basically just a hood up, hood down kind of situation. Just hiking along. I forgot to tell y'all, even though it was 0 days, something pretty exciting happened for both me and Em. As we were about the only ones out here, I think, that did not have official trail names, but that has changed, and it's kind of cool since she's probably one of my favorite people. Well, obviously, y'all know she's one of my favorite people I've met out here, but we had a little bit to do with each other's trail names. So it was actually one of my Facebook friends, Miss Thomas, that used to be a principal at the elementary school in my town, had reached out to me on Facebook when I was looking for suggestions for M's trail name, and she suggested In Tune, which is perfect for Em, and Em has officially adopted that as her trail name. So In Tune is how we will be talking about Em going forward. For myself, I've had a lot of good offers, a lot of good suggestions, but one's really stuck out from all the rest, and actually Em is the one that, In Tune is the one that finally convinced me to just go ahead and go with it. And it's kind of, first of all, a trail name, for y'all that don't know, is kind of like a nickname basically for people on trail to just help you remember everybody's name. If everybody's, Kim and John, it gets really confusing. So everybody has kind of a, specific trail name, usually, given to them by somebody else, or sometimes they already have it when they get here, or they give it to themselves. Basically, you kind of have to accept it. It's not like, they can just give you any old name. So I had a lot of interesting thoughts about what mine was going to be. But one suggestion was based on the fact that my most popular video was my pooping in the woods on the first day video. And then they tied that into the fact that I'm kind of a journalist / writer or whatever. Like, not like, probably not legally. I didn't go to school for it or anything, but I just started doing it for, like 10 years ago. But anyway, and what made this trail name, I know, is especially perfect is after I officially adopted it yesterday, I got a photo from our 7th grade English teacher back in Heard County, Miss Treadwell, and she sent a picture of her kids. They were actually doing an assignment. I think they're reading a book about a man that climbed Mount Everest, maybe called Peaks, maybe, don't hold me to that. But so anyway, she sent me a picture, and they were watching my videos and reading the book, and maybe just kind of trying to compare the an AT journey versus climbing Mount Everest, to kind of see which they preferred, and argue which, reasons why one was better than the other. But what was great was I got the photo like immediately after adopting my new trail name, and my new trail name is Number 2 Pencil. I know it sounds kind of odd, but it's kind of catchy. And a girl the other day I ran across on trail, she's like, "Are you Number 2 Pencil?" And I was like, I kind of like the sound of that, actually. So it's also not vulgar. I had a couple of good ideas for kind of more vulgar names, but even if they didn't have vulgar intent behind them, they're still, I do just realize I got a lot of kids following me. So, so nonetheless, in the photo that she sent me, all the kids had number 2 pencils on their table in the photo. Like it's pretty cool. So I don't really believe in like supernatural happenings or anything, but I thought that was very cool and timely, and really helped me cement the decision to be number 2 pencil. And let's face it, hiking the AT is a huge test. So if you're going to be taking a huge test, you got to have a number 2 pencil. Maybe not anymore. When I was a kid, the number 2 pencil was where it was at. I don't know what happened to the number 1 pencil. I feel like he got kind of pushed aside. Not sure I've ever used the number 1 pencil. It's kind of like in wrestling. Mr. Wrestling number 1 is like, eh. Mr. Wrestling number 2, he was the one. Like, so maybe it's not that uncommon. Maybe the second version of things are sometimes the best. So hopefully this Rust 2.0 version of me will be the best. So anyway, about to cross some water, so I don't want to take a chance on dropping my phone. Happy to have the selfie stick back, or well, a new selfie stick to replace it. I got exactly the same one, exactly the same color and everything. I just basically reordered it and was able to pick it up in town. So very easy. Like if you're out here on trail and you need something, like just Amazon it to yourself. There's like a pickup location in almost every little town, so it was not hard at all. I just had to walk a little ways to get it. But anyway, journey's continuing today. Kind of hard to get, I could tell a difference. Like I've definitely gained weight since a couple of days ago, because I got my backpack, when I put it on, I had to loosen everything. So I was definitely dehydrated and probably lost quite a bit of weight the other day. But eating and picking out for a couple of days, definitely will help that. So anyway, guys, thank you for following along. I appreciate all the wonderful comments, especially about my most emotional video. Don't expect those like all the time. That was very rare for me. Anyway, but thank you. I really do appreciate it. So anyway, I'm gonna cross this water, and like I said, no idea where I'm going today to camp, which is cool. I kind of like that. I'm just kind of wandering in the woods all by myself. I saw one day hiker and another day hiker with his dog. I think that's the only people I've seen today. And it's Saturday. Kind of surprised, but it's a long trail, so if you're not close to town or close to a trailhead, you don't usually see that many people. So anyway, get back with you guys here in a little while. Thanks. Okay guys, kind of a serious situation has come up. Just passed a couple of day hikers, nice ladies. They gave me a warning. They just passed a pack of wild boars up here, which I guess is like pigs. Honestly, I don't know much about them. They said they didn't seem too aggressive, but still got me a little worried. So I'm bringing you guys with me in case something happens. I'm just gonna throw the phone away so there'll at least be a record of what happened to me. So anyway, if I don't make it, love you guys. Thanks for following for my short journey on the Appalachian Trail, but hopefully I'll be okay. Honestly, Garden Gnome and Runaway said they had an incident with a boar. I don't know that I've ever seen a wild boar out in nature, so it's kind of like I've studied and studied and studied what to do about bears. I feel pretty confident there, but I don't know what to do about wild boars. Obviously, my biggest concern is the large amount of bacon I ate at Country Kitchen this morning. I hope that nobody told them about that. So anyway, just a bit nervous. If I see them, I'll try to get them on film for you guys, but I don't really know how far. She just said down this way. She did say they kind of weren't aggressive and kind of, so they didn't run away from them, but was kind of going down the trail parallel to them. So we'll see. I got my trekking poles, but she said a pack of them. That's kind of concerning. I only get 2 trekking poles. Probably stabbed 2 of them. A big old shishka boar, I guess. But anyway, it's part of hiking the Appalachian Trail. There's some dangers you run across occasionally, I suppose. I don't really know. Like y'all know, I'm kind of a new through hiker. So, oh my gosh. Anyway, maybe I don't want to even see them. Probably not. I mean, they probably scared them off. So, wow. While I'm here, big shout out to some of the people that are watching me. Miss the my English teacher from high school, best lady ever, favorite teacher of all time. I'm glad she's watching. I know she'll appreciate my trail name of number 2 pencil for certain. Oh my gosh. Katie Soros, my little friend from 4-H, all of the 4-H kids, y'all are all great. Except for one. There was one little girl I was going to file a lawsuit against, but I decided to drop it. She was a 10-year-old. She invited me. Last year was kind of some controversy in our town about a lot of trash being on the roadways, and it was like a lot of people complaining about it. And the leadership didn't really have enough people to like clean it up, because I don't know why people trash the road. Out here it's very, very clean. But so anyway, little Ava put together, instead of complaining or arguing, she just put together a little group of her 4-H kids, and on a Saturday they went around and cleaned up the roads all day. So they invited me to cover it for the paper, and you know, next thing you know, I'm helping them. We're pulling out tires. Like, it was really incredible how much trash that you couldn't see on the side of the road. Like, once you really kind of dug down a little deeper. So I mean, it was a great thing that she did, but the reason I was going to sue her is because it basically ruined my life. Like, I cannot, since that moment last year, I can't see a piece of trash anywhere without thinking about picking it up, or just worrying about it, or just thinking about it. Like, I mean, she's, no offense, Ava, but you kind of ruined my life a little bit. So anyway, not going to sue you. I thought better of that. So anyway, that's a cute little kid. Like, maybe I'll try to throw a picture of her in here after this, maybe. She's probably going to do big things someday. All the 4-H kids, like with Miss Donna, does a great job with them. Probably the best kids in the county for the most part. So, or the FFA kids, they're really good. Oh, and the athletes, really. Oh, and the band. Honestly, any kids that are participating in extracurricular activities are typically the best kids. Not, you know, nothing's universal, but I would say, I don't have any kids, but if I was going to say, if you're going to have some kids, make them, not make them, but encourage them to participate in at least something. So anyway, no wild boar sighting, so I will I'll stop filming for now. Hopefully this will turn out good, we'll see. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later on, hopefully. Okay, y'all, I'm about to show you what it means to be a purist hiker. So this is what just happened to me. I'm walking down the Appalachian Trail. I come across Panther Gap, and I'm like, wow, that looks like a nice campsite. I don't want to camp there. Let me go check it out. It seems like it has a great view. So I subsequently walk over here to check out this lovely campsite. Here it is. It's like a little fire pit. Nice little spot. If I was staying here, I'd probably pitch my tent right there. Have a nice view in the morning. It'd probably be cold because it's so windy. Well, sometimes it's hard to tell up here. Like, it can be a better temperature up top, down low. You really never know. So I'm like, okay, nice campsite. And then I promptly walk back over here to get back on the Appalachian Trail. And I'm back on my way. Until this point, when I realize I've missed this like 12-foot section of trail right here. As you can see, this is where I came off trail, and that's where I came back on. So anyway, if you want to be a purist, you gotta get every single step. Okay, I felt a little better because I just passed another trail runner guy, hiker, and he's coming the opposite direction. He said he had not seen any boars, but then as I just went away from him, I heard kind of some strange noises. I don't really know what wild boars sound like. So anyway, I can't believe I spent hours and hours and hours researching bears and what to do and what not to do. I didn't YouTube one wild boar video. So I think we maybe even have some down in Hurt County in Georgia, but not sure. So, oh, it was kind of exciting. I walked like 2 miles without thinking about it since they told me about that. So it's kind of cool. Definitely got my energy level up, my heart rate. So pretty exciting. So anyway, hopefully all is okay. Like I said, it makes me feel better. He didn't pass on me either. So if they're out here, they're probably far away. They did got me rethinking about camping in this area, but I was going further anyway. I think it's only like not even 3 o'clock yet, so I'll definitely be hiking a couple more hours. Trying to catch up to some of my peeps. They're pretty much everybody I know is ahead of me now, I think. So, but I'm sure I'll see some of them again. So anyway, we'll check back with y'all later. Keep on hiking northbound. Still no boar sighting. I think I'm probably past where they saw them anyway. So did just meet a couple of nice gentleman day hikers, and we were talking about it. And one of them actually kind of knew. He said the best way to get away from them is to hide behind a tree. So as a pacifist, that really speaks to me. Hiding behind a tree sounds very natural. So I just got to find a big dang tree. So anyway, looks like the wild boar news is over, but I'll certainly be doing a little more research on them once I get to camp, because he also mentioned that there's quite a few of them in the Smokies. So I want to be ready for that. So a lot of little things go into surviving a through hike that you don't think about. So anyway, guys, I'll be back with you in a bit. It's a good example of the green tunnel they're always talking about for the AT. Closing in on my campsite, so that's probably it for the video. It's gonna be close to dark again, so I just set up camp and try to get warm. It was very cold and windy. I think it's gonna be probably low 20s tonight, so I'm gonna try to cook, get in my tent, and get ready for tomorrow. So thank y'all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.